Hello students, we will continue our this session according to our last session. In the last session, in the last lecture, we have seen the types of communication. The same thing we will continue. In the last session, we have seen the types of communication based on channels, and in that again this based on channel, the types of communication based on channel is divided into two parts, that is verbal and non-verbal. And again verbal communication is divided into oral communication and written communication. Here the other is based on style oblique purpose, types of communication which is based on style and purpose. And that type of communication again has two parts, that is formal communication and informal communication. And again we have made the third part, that is other types of communication. Now what are these other types of communication? Visual communication, which has these certain points considered in, and then second is audio visual communication, then third is interpersonal communication, and fourth is supervisory communication. First we will come to our remaining part which we have seen in the last lecture, that is verbal communication, which is divided into two parts, oral and written communication. When we say that oral communication takes place, oral communication means when the message or ideas or the information is sent via symbols, okay, or with just symbols or some signs. That is what is oral communication. What is important in case of oral communication, that you need to see. In oral communication, when the message is sent orally, when no written information is used, in that case the tone of your speech, the volume of your speech, and the way you are sending the message, that is more important, which is considered in oral message. See, for example, two employees are working in the organization and they are having certain communication which is official communication, or they are doing the communication, they are involved in that kind of communication which is official. In that case, whatever the message is passed, whatever the information is sent by a sender to the receiver, in that case the tone, the body language, or the way that person means the sender who is sending the message, that must be very clear. That is what is oral communication. Okay, clear hai? Now we will see written communication. Written communication means what? When the messages or the information is sent in the written form, then it is called written communication. Clear? It is very simple. When the information is sent via email, via letter, or via some short note, then that communication is written communication. Many times you will see that, for example, you have any interview call from ABC company. Okay, before going to the interview, before appearing to that interview or entering into that enterprise, what you will do? You will see the information related to that particular company on that website. It means again it is one kind of written communication. उसमें क्या किया गया है? The information of that ABC company completely is visual, means that detailed information of that company is given in their website. ठीक है, वेबसाइट में you will find that each small and big information is given about that particular company, and before entering or appearing for the interview, it is up to you to see all that detailed information of that particular company, so that after joining or before joining that company you will come to know कि what kind of company it is, उनकी market value क्या है, उनकी reputation क्या है, goodwill क्या है, that will help you. Okay, this is just an example which I am explaining you कि written communication में the messages information are sent via letters, via email, और some short note is sent, और हो सकता है कि आपको जो भी information चाहिए which is printed or which is given in their website or on a social media. That is what is called written communication. The next part is what are the advantages of oral communication and written communication. See, we have seen the advantages of verbal and non-verbal communication. The same or somehow the advantages and disadvantages are similar for oral and written communication. That we will see, that I will detail things I will send you in the notes. Now we will come to the second part, that is the types of communication based on style and purpose. Now formal communication and informal communication. The word formal communication itself is self-explanatory. It means what? In the word formal communication, when the communication is taken place or when the communication takes place formally, it means what? Generally this kind of communication is possible, or this kind of communication when, for example, there is a corporate meeting, only top level management people or the employees or the managers who are involved in that corporate meeting, their only formal language communication is possible. They people do not use any foul language, okay? Only the things which are according to the meeting agenda, they are more focusing on that, okay? No loose talks, nothing, only the communication is a formal communication. जो भी चीजें उन्होंने एजेंडा में लिखी है मीटिंग में, which is related for the betterment or the improvement of the company, to how to increase the profit, okay, how to utilize the available resources, these very highlighted things which are important for increasing the output of the company, these kind of companies or these kind of communication or this kind of information is discussed in that, then that communication is known as formal communication. सिर्फ फॉर्मल चीजें वहां पे डिस्कस होती है, ठीक है? इंफॉर्मेशन जो भी पास होगी, जो भी नॉलेज एक दूसरे को शेयर किया जाएगा, दैट विल बी ओनली फॉर्मल. फॉल लैंग्वेज उसमें यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं आप, और जो भी डिस्कशन रहेगा, जो भी कन्वर्सेशन रहेगा, विल बी अमंग द टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी फॉर्मल. एंड अगेन इनफॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन. Now why there is a need of informal communication? Informal communication is related or it increases the social relationship for the betterment of the business. जैसे कि आपको आपका जब कस्टमर बेस बढ़ाना है, या फिर आपको more and more business you want to gain, in that case informal communication is necessary or it is required. Okay, so formal communication and informal communication. See, I am here in this online lecture, I am explaining you each and everything in very small lines or in brief. So this is my request that you go through the study material notes that will help you. After listening this session or after listening this lecture, it is up to you to listen or to read your study notes. Clear hai? Now this is other types of communication. Now what are these other types of communication? Visual communication. Now in visual communication there are certain points which are considered, that is communication with images or semiotics, etc. Now visual communication with images, okay, when the communication is related to visual communication, when we can say that visual communication, जैसे कि कोई ग्राफ है, कोई हिस्ट्री का, आप फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अ हिस्ट्री टीचर एंड शी इज शोइंग यू कि दिस एंड दिस इज द पर्सन who you need to discuss, I mean you need to study about this particular person, means that image, communicating with the image, that teacher will show you the image of that particular person and she will explain you, and the communication between teacher and the student, that communication we can say that is visual communication. She will explain you everything about that picture, about that particular personality, and that is what is called communicating with the images. Then semiotics, ये क्या होता है? When the communication, verbal communication along with the symbols, okay, symbols and verbal communication or written communication, then it is called semiotics. So audio-visual communication, you all are very much aware about audio-visual communication. Here you need to understand one thing, and that is video-visual or audio-visual communication is a one-way communication. One-way communication means what? For example, you are listening an audio. It means what? You cannot reply to that audio. Okay? Visual means you are watching that picture along with the audio. It means what? You cannot give the reply. That is what is audio-visual communication. What are the things included in audio-visual communication? There sound, visual aids, video content, recording, broadcasting and lighting. इसमें क्या है? Here we can take best example. जैसे कि आपको कोई टीचर पढ़ा रही है, अगेन वो if she is using some graph, वो ग्राफ आपके लिए यूज कर रही है, या फिर there are certain designs है, वो ग्राफ आपको एक्सप्लेन कर रही है, it means what? That is called a visual aid. ठीक है, एक डिफरेंट टाइम का स्केल है, जैसे आपको ज्योग्राफी पढ़नी है, ठीक है, उस टाइम में भी डिफरेंट विजुअल एड्स आर यूज्ड बाय द टीचर सो दैट द थिंग्स कैन बी इजी फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स. देन साउंड, विजुअल एड्स, कंटेंट्स, रिकॉर्डिंग, ब्रॉडकास्टिंग, लाइटिंग, these are the certain parts which are included in audio visual communication. Then communication. Interpersonal communication means what? When the communication takes place between the managerial level, means in the organization, in the business unit, when the manager, okay, and the employees, they are only that communication takes place between the organization, within the organization, then it is interpersonal communication. That communication may be verbal or that communication may be non-verbal. Then last is supervisory communication. In supervisory communication, only manager will speak and employees has to listen. ओके मीन्स अगर कोई एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक है, एक मीटिंग में आपको बोला गया है कि इन सुपरवाइजरी कम्युनिकेशन द पर्सन हु इज अ सुपरवाइजर, हु इज द टॉपर, और यू कैन से दैट हु इज अ मैनेजर, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन who is on top of that particular level, top of that top level management, he will give you the, or he will explain you the things. That communication will be a supervisory communication. मैनेजर है या फिर आपके जैसे कि आप कोई कॉलेज में पढ़ा रहे हो, ठीक है, आपके कोई एक सीनियर है, एक सुपरवाइजर है, he that person when the communication between that supervisor, the top of the department and within the teachers, within the staff, then that is supervisory communication. Then what qualities that supervisor should have? So expressive speaker means the communication, the communicator, the person who is sending the message, the sender, he should be expressive speaker. जो भी वो बोल रहा है, जो the person who is a supervisor, he must clear the things, he must pass the information, ideas in a very short and simple manner. जो भी है कि जैसे कि हमने देखा था verbal communication में KISS, कीप इट शॉर्ट एंड सिंपल. जो भी आपको मैसेज भेजना है, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन पास करनी है, दैट शुड बी एक्सप्रेसिव स्पीकर. फॉर दैट ही मस्ट बी और शी मस्ट बी अ एक्सप्रेसिव स्पीकर. देन कमांडिंग लीडर, वो क्या कैसे होना चाहिए? कम्युनिकेशन पे उसकी कमांड होनी चाहिए. ही और शी शुड बी अ कमांडिंग लीडर. देन सेंसिटिव फीलिंग्स, वॉट एवर द इंफॉर्मेशन ही इज पासिंग ऑन, द आइडिया ही इज शेयरिंग, फॉर दैट he must understand the feelings of his colleagues or of his fellow partners. Then informative messenger, whatever the message or the information the supervisor is sending, he must be a informative messenger. He should be a good messenger. Okay, so this is all for our today's lecture. In next lecture we will see about the next part according to our syllabus.